This, in case you don't recognise it, is the Shakespeare County Raceway. You may indeed know it as the Avon Park Raceway. Of course, it's home to the famous Bulldog Bash every year. But this weekend, it's home to rather a different type of event. It's called a straight liners meeting.
So what is straight liners? Well, straight liners is very simple, because they go in a straight line. Exactly that. It'd be ideal for me, I can't go around corners. And you start at the front and go to the other end, and when you get there, the time is logged, and you can see how quick you go. It's easy as that. Simply pay £20, get as many goals as you want, get the information on a piece of paper, see if you can beat it, see if you can beat your mates. And that is simple as that. That's straight liners.
So to go screaming down a quarter-mile strip like this at tremendous speed, you need a big, powerful bike like a Suzuki 1200 Bandit with all the trimmings on it. Well, no, that's completely wrong. You don't need anything like that. You can turn up here on your road bike. You pay £20 to come through the gate and you go on the racetrack. So if you and your mate have got a bit of a bet going, whose bike is the fastest, you can come here together, go down the track together and decide it that way. It's a lot cheaper than getting 3 points on your licence.
It is indeed an awful lot cheaper than getting a speeding fine, and I can tell you what, it's an awful lot safer as well, because everybody's going in the same direction, of course. Nobody coming the other way, only 2 people at a time, yes. And of course, there's marshals here, medical team and everything. So if you do fancy trying out your bike to see how quick it goes, you can do no better than coming here and avoiding those speeding fines and possibly those incidents.
A walk around the paddock area shows the amazing variety of machines at an event like this. Of course, the vast majority are road legal standard production bikes, but there are plenty of specials with nitrous bottles and race cans, and even a stretched Hayabusa with an extra long swing arm. There are also the more dedicated drag bikes, with their wheelie bars, big motors, and even bigger rear tyres. The procedure for a straight liners is quite simple. You pay your entrance fee and you're given a number. Then it's just a case of joining the queue and waiting until you're called forward, 2 at a time. Burnouts aren't compulsory, but they do actually serve a purpose. It warms the rear tyre and it helps to make it nice and sticky, so improving grip and maybe gaining you that all-important fraction of a second when the lights go green. And at the end of each run, 2 figures are displayed. One is your top speed and the other is the time it's taken you to cover the quarter mile. You're also presented with a piece of paper which shows your reaction time when the light went green, your speed over the first 60 feet, and it gives a breakdown of what happened where along the run. Something else you may have noticed is that there appears to be no noise regulations here, so if you're running a race can on your machine, doesn't matter, leave it on, bring it here. I don't mean ride with it here, but you know, well, you know what I mean. You can ride down here, you can make as much noise as you want. Nobody gives a hoot. And nobody really cares how fast you go, or indeed how exactly you decide to travel down the strip. Most riders do things the conventional way, with both wheels on the ground. But of course, there are those who just have to be different.
So this straight liner event is only one of a series run by street fighters, and then it's all over the country in different places and obviously in very different times of the year. You can have a go in the series, but you can also have a go in just one event. You come along, you pay your 20 quid and you have a play. You can either impress your mates or impress yourself or even make a fool of yourself. What the hell, it's at least a chance to have a go on your superbike without losing your licence.